In case you've been living under a rock the past couple of days, then you have missed the biggest news in social media probably in a while since an update to Facebook. This is about Instagram. And as the title reads, it says Instagram steal or no steal. No, we're not playing a game here. It's a pretty serious issue that a lot of people who use Instagram, like myself, I use Instagram, not a lot, but it's a problem that a lot of people are really getting into, and they're voicing their opinion, Twitter, Facebook, and every outlet that they can. So what's the issue? Stay tuned, and let's get this rolling. So let me give you a quick background. In 2010, Instagram was created to basically be a photo sharing service. So that way people could share their photos, you can interact. It's kind of like a photo version of a Facebook. It's very, very social. You have followers, and by now, a lot of people understand what Instagram is. So I would just be beating a dead horse right now. Another thing that wasn't a shocker is Mark Zuckerberg and his team over at Facebook decided to purchase Instagram. So there's a lot of controversy around this, and people felt that there was going to be a push towards maybe Instagram wasn't going to be a free, which Instagram is a free application or a free service, that Facebook was going to maybe try to push them into becoming something that generated revenue. So now, months and years later, this issue has arose. I believe it was on Monday, December 17th, that Instagram had updated their terms and rights. And first of all, not a lot of people saw them, and that was one of the main issues. But once it became, once the problem arose, it became huge. And it was basically the fact that Instagram said that they can take your images and sell them and do as they please, even though you own the rights. I have the legal copy here, which I will read for you, and kind of let me know your thoughts down below as well. And I know before anyone comments, they did update this, update their terms, and I'll get that to that just in a couple. But basically, this is kind of what it said, and this is what created controversy. They mainly said Instagram does not claim ownership of any content you post, and that's if you look at the old terms and conditions, go down to rights, the private policy, and you'll see the bullet points there. That's the number one, and that's the first sentence. So you're like, great, Instagram doesn't claim any ownership, so they can't do anything. If you read the next sentence, this is where it kind of became really crappy to a lot of people. But in reading on, instead, you hereby grant Instagram a non-exclusive right, fully paid and royalty-free, transferable worldwide license to use your content. Which basically meant that whatever you post online is theirs, or whatever you post on Instagram, they can do with, they can sell, and you won't see a dime of it. And this is what got a lot of people up in arms. And this is and that was one of the things they're saying. They want to keep Instagram free, just like Hipstagram or Hippomatic was like $4.99 now, and that failed epically because people had to pay for it. So Instagram wants to keep itself free, but by doing that, and kind of what Facebook does as well, is that they will take your information, that they will take your content and try to sell it to advertisers and everything like that. So that's the main dilemma right at the time that came out. Do you care that your photos are being taken? Now, mind you, a lot of Instagram is used for not to be rude, but bullshit stuff. You know, I'll show a couple pictures right here of like there's food, there's just terrible photos, boxes of tissues, stupid shit. What are you doing if you really are 100% worried anyway? Why are you putting professional work, if you're a photographer, on there anyway? My opinion, I know a lot of other professionals agree that you don't really put your professional work on there. My opinion aside, that became a really huge issue. And that's the thing that really comes in. What are your pictures of? What are you really putting up there that you're actually afraid that, you know, you're not going to make a bit of money off of anything like that? It's really not a huge deal. You have to take a step back and relax. Once again, it's a service. It's free. Calm down. I mean, it does kind of suck in a way. Besides thinking that, you know, Instagram is out to get you 100%, that they're going to tear your head off, that they're going to steal your money, you know, and screw you over, which it kind of does seem like they're doing, and it's not right 100%, but they have to do what they had to do to keep it free. Think of it as it could also lead you to an opportunity. Now, with this, there's really not saying that you're going to get photo credit for anything, but say company X went to Instagram and said, hey, we want a picture of, you know, famous shoes or something like that, and say you like to take Instagram photos of shoes. Instagram can actually go to them. Obviously, they could probably sell them the picture or something like that. But if they ask for the name of the person and their information, they could give you your name. So that way they have their contact. Company A calls you and says, hey, we really like what you have on Instagram. Can you show us some professional work? Bam. You just got exposure through using Instagram. So it's really a give or take, I feel, in this relationship. I feel like a lot of people would agree. As I said, let me know down below. I'm not trying to be harsh in saying that kind of just don't worry about it right now. Good. Sorry, because if you're putting something up there that is highly professional that you're doing, maybe you shouldn't be putting it up there anyway, just your own website. So I have some notes with me real quick, and this is more of the update portion. As of Tuesday, which was yesterday when I made this, December 18th, basically the co-founder, Kevin Systrom, came back and acknowledged in an article that it was titled, Thank you, we were listening. One of the main things he pointed out was that advertising was their goal from the start. It's a business, but they want to keep it free for their users. So it's a good thing, but yet again, it's a give or take relationship. And the second thing is this can ultimately create a chance, as I said, for like a greater following, for greater exposure in the end. Basically, it says it will not affect, and this is one of the biggest things, which a lot of people are kind of wearing off about, was January 16th is when this is going to take place, and any photos on your Instagram that were being kept are not affected by this. So anything up until January 16th, so you still have a little bit, is not able to be sold, is not able to be whatever it comes out to be. And then co-founder Systrom said it's basically not their intent to specifically sell your photos. The goal was to avoid putting advertising banners that would hinder and hurt the Instagram experience. But they still claim Instagram owners have full rights to their photos, not Instagram, which is a good thing. But yet again, if you read the terms, which I have here right now, basically, which I could condense into 5 points, you'll see. All right, so I'm going to run through the five items really quickly. Instagram can share info to Facebook, its companies, and outside advertisers. So they are going to share the information, kind of what they already do anyway, and you still don't know about it. You could start an ad without your knowledge. That's one thing, but they don't use your name and anything like that, and they list that in here. And underage users, say if you're under 18, you're 13, you're 12, 11 years old, you're not exempt, because as it states in there, a guardian acknowledged that you, or a parent acknowledged that the underage kid is using this, which is total crap, because a lot of parents don't even know what their kid does for 19 hours of the day anyway. So, but they covered their bases, I guess, anyway. Ads might not be labeled as ads, and the only way to opt out is to actually delete your account. So there is no way of opting out of this, no matter what, no matter how many times you could say it or rephrase it. The only way to do it is deleting your account, and that's what a lot of people are doing. So I say, before everyone gets up in arms about this, before this really becomes huge and, people are already moving to Flickr more or 500 pics or anything, take a deep breath, give some goose fraba, let's relax right here. Let's kind of see where it goes. And once again, I'm not huge onto Instagram. I do use it occasionally, but that's beside the point. Really, really kind of take a breath and see what happens. Don't go deleting your account if it's something that you really were passionate about. So I'm going to list a couple links below with the new updated posts. That way you can go in, the new terms, so that way you can go in and see what it's about, and another article as well. So overall, I really am curious, are you going to actually delete your account? Or are you really, or is it just another thing that's going to happen, kind of like what Facebook did when they did with their advertising? And another thing I wanted to add before I kind of wrapped it up is watermarking really isn't going to help anyway, because once again, dead issue. Anyone can remove a watermark. I thought it was cool back in the day, but I feel like watermarking is really overrated now. It's really not going to solve the issue, and a simple crop or clone can get rid of it. No matter what, if Instagram sells your image, boom, a great Photoshop artist or even a basic Photoshop artist can get rid of it. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye, kind of filling you in on the Instagram thing, giving you my take, kind of telling you to relax, kind of take a step back. Yes, it does kind of suck that obviously, you wouldn't be getting revenue. Like, for example, with the YouTube users, if you're partnered, put out content, they throw ads on, but you get a little bit in return. So once again, it's a give or take relationship. So let me know down below how you feel, if your images are being taken from you without your permission, or if you feel like it's just going to be an okay thing. Really curious to hear with your opinion. Boom, that's what I got. Take a step back, relax, keep on shooting. That's all that matters. And if you are doing pro work, I don't see a need to put it on Instagram anyway. I just don't see the point. It's free, give or take. Yep. So Instagram, steal or no steal? What's your opinion?